Number 2, you will have a vision for your ministry, for your life, and for your ministry. I'll pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Oh, what, even when you now begin to have a vision for the ministry. Within the ministry, you have a vision for the kind of ministry. Do you get it? Lord, let me have a dream. He says, I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. They will dream. They will have visions. Now you see, even at the very early stage of my life, I was dreaming to be a teaching person. Teaching. And teaching is powerful. People who don't know teaching, we don't build churches with miracles. Yeah. The churches are not built with miracles. Churches are built through teaching. Teaching. Teaching is feeding. And the sheep will be giving birth. Churches are not built with miracles and prophecies. The prophets know it, and the miracle workers know it. That churches are built with teaching. As you kept teaching the word. John Wesley was a teacher. That's why he built the Methodist church. Amen. So you must have a vision for your ministry. And the best and easiest way for a vision for the ministry is, you see how this one is, I want to be like this. That's all. It's very simple. It's too complex to have a vision at your stage. You just have to just say, I Kenneth Hagin. I also wanted to teach like Kenneth Hagin and teach like Fred Price. Simple and short. And I found myself doing that. Yeah. Those of you who have difficulties in copying, you have difficulties in progress of your life. Yeah. My greatest gift as I stand here is copying. I have a gift of copying. Yeah. I copy. Spiritual copying, not copying in exams. Spiritual copying. My greatest gift is copying. Probably the greatest asset that God has given me is the ability to copy something that I see. And recently when I studied monkeys, I realized that the difference between a 3-year-old monkey and a 3-year-old human being, one of the scientific studies that they did, is that the monkey copies but leaves out some of the things. And then the human 3-year-old will copy and do all the steps. So they'll give the two something. I have a video that shows about apes. And they'll show the same age. They're trying to see what's the difference. What's the little difference that makes the big difference? And then they found out that the monkeys, they'll give them something to do. Do this, then put a ball here, then turn this round, then press this, then go here, and then the ball will come here. And then they'll do it. And then the little child will go into the room, press this, go up here, do this, let it go here, let the ball come out, then it comes this way. And the ape will go in, do this, do that. Then he'll see there's a shortcut. Then he'll just take the ball and bring it over here and then finish it off. Huh? Huh? I shortcut. So they realized that the difference between a monkey and a human being, which is a small difference that they see at a certain developmental stage, is the inability to copy completely. Yeah. It's the difference. As I stand here, I tell you that one of my greatest gifts is I copy. I copy fully. Yeah. It's true. And people can't copy. That is why they can't do well. Yeah. So as I look at Papa Hagin, as I even write books, I write books more about ministry. And Kenneth Hagin write more about ministry. When I wanted to be an evangelist, I copy. I said, who is an evangelist? And I said, this Billy Graham. So I said, he's a good preacher of evangelism. I realized that most people can't preach evangelistic sermons. Because I was able to get him preaching. Then, who can preach in Africa? I saw Bonke. I said, let me find what he's doing. And I'm copying and copying and copying and copying. Today when we go to Nigeria, they keep on making references to Bonke. Oh, your crusade is this. Like Bonke's crusade is bigger than this crusade. Bonke's crusade is like this. Always this, all that they do. It's almost some way. Yeah. Mark, we are always copying. Recently I was in Nigeria having a crusade, and Bonke was having a crusade in another town. In the morning when I was free, I said, park the cars. Let's travel there. We are going to see something that we may copy that we haven't copied fully. In case we have made some 8 mistakes in the copying, some shortcuts. And we went there and keep copying. I watch videos to copy. That's how come you see that I can catch up with people. Yeah, because you catch up. It's called Abramovich, one of the economists. He said, surging forward, catching up, and surging forward. Catching up is by copying. And that's how all the rich nations in the world move forward. They surge forward and they catch up with people that are ahead. Amen. Are you listening to me? Yeah. So my dear friends, you must have a vision for your ministry. I want to be a pastor. I want to be this. I want to be that. You can. You can. But one at a time. Yeah. One at a time. And ladies, have your own vision. Like our sister Manana, who died, she had a vision herself before she met Vuyo. Is it not true? It was not because of Vuyo that she went to the Bible school. When she died, when you die, your glory sort of comes out. I didn't know all that about her, but when she died, then I got to know about it. Isn't it, Pastor Clufio? Yeah. Very determined. She said, I go. I'm going. But no one knew that she was going to just have 20-something years. Yeah, she just had a short life. Nobody knows. You think everybody's going to be 70, but she, as a girl, as a lady, there's a lot of ladies do things because of a boy. Sometimes when you see ladies happily in a church, it's because there's a brother in the church. That's why they are happy in the church. If you start questioning, you see that there's some beloved somewhere, there's something somewhere there, or they are on the hunt. They are hunting. I hunt. Mercy. There's always a guy somewhere. And you as a sister have an independent vision. When I wanted to marry my wife, one of the things that I looked for was whether she independently loved God, not because of me. So when I didn't even know her, then I started to ask questions and I found out what she was doing during the holiday. That time I was not her beloved. I wasn't that close to her. I just knew her well. And I found out, during the holiday, she had started a fellowship called Beach Road Fellowship. Yeah, on her own. I said, wow, you? She said, yeah. And she had these other friends. I said, wow. She's a founder on her own. And were you a member? Pastor Jacob was a member of that fellowship. Yeah. Stand up for them to see you. You are a member of the fellowship. Huh?
I remember.
Yeah. And then they went on Dawn broadcast preaching. Were you in part of the Dawn broadcast? Crusades. You had crusades?
we had a crusade in the area. We had one was a party outreach, the video show. We did a party outreach Saturday afternoon, and lots of people got born again. Then we had another crusade, which you came with Bishop Saki, flew from Accra to come and preach. It was a very powerful crusade. The whole area, I mean, we had never had anything like that. And it was great.
And the leader was who?
It was Auntie Sister Mami.
Yeah. So when I found out, I was so impressed. I said, wow, I didn't ask her to. I was away. I traveled. I was in London. And I came and I didn't to do this. No, just a serious Christian. And today, as I'm here preaching, she's also preaching there in Switzerland. She's having a daughter. You can make it, or something that daughters are going to do. It's doing something there. Yeah. But if you marry an empty-headed sister, just dressing, money, shoes, hair, looking nice, everything always impressing, you can easily be in danger. Yeah. So you as a sister, you have your own personal spiritual vision, independent of any. And then when you see a beloved and his life vision is not compatible with your calling to serve God, you say, brother, Peter, I not follow you. I'm going to serve the Lord. Amen. Are you listening to me? So I am telling you, that is something that you must decide to have personally. Nobody, not related to anything. I'm going to be a preacher. So when you wake up, you start to see. I can see. Lord, let me have a dream. Let me have a vision. How many want God to let you have a vision? Let me have a dream. A dream, a dream, a dream.
How I love you, Lord.
Wow. You used to sing.
You are my only God.
See, when I say you charm you know what I
I
mean.
can see your face, your glory and your grace. When you speak to me, Lord, you set my spirit free. And words can never tell just how I love you, Lord.
Wow. So she used to sing like this before he preached it.